Hi, everybody. I had to take a little break there. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I am your host, Kimberly Cloud. Let's go ahead and finish our project. It entails, let me look at the green dot, not myself. It's so weird looking at myself, so I look at the green dot. Never look at yourself. So, anyway. I play with myself sometimes. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I have a big throbbing, it's not big. I know what a headache felt like. This is just, I acknowledge that something is going on. And it's okay because I'm kind of like detoxing. I think this is day 5 or 6. If I had to say it was any day, it would be day 4 or 5, between day 4 or 5. And I took a gabapentin and Tylenol prescribed to me by the VA. Of course, I'm not paying for no damn Tylenol before before it gets any worse or any weird symptomatic symptoms stem. So, you know how I like to talk. I'm gonna try my best not to sit up there and go into a whole spiel about something. So I'm gonna give myself time to rest my head. I know this sounds weird, but I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna pray that I don't have to do this again because I'm not high, I assure you. But think about that. These are the worst days. I can read you the paper the doctor gave me. These are the worst days. But yeah, the smile on my face, you allowing this WB suit to fool you. I just wanna be a cowboy. Literally, no. I don't want to be a cowboy. I would be a cowgirl, but not a cowboy. I don't think I ever want to. I know, I know for a fact. It's very factual. Very factual. I would never change my gender. Even if the opportunity saw itself where there was no scars, no nothing, just a genetic change or morphing process, I still wouldn't. You know why? Because my roots stem from the Bible. I'm not hating on the gay people. Go ahead, get cut on in the tenderest part of your body. Ask a doctor. Go ahead. Literally, go ahead. That's the tenderest part. You might, even eye surgery, I don't believe is that. I mean, that is something, especially if you know how to perform. If you know how to perform, if you know how to perform, why? Why? Why do you need to confirm that shit? I get it. You want to feel different. But ask yourself, is it worth the pain? I'll tell you a story and I'll leave it alone. It took me years to recuperate from the 3 C-sections I had. Is it the same as when I was not pregnant? No, there's a scar there. I don't feel pain during intercourse, but I know that scar is there. And at first, it was tremendously weird because I would get these sensational pains, and that's just at my stomach going through 7 to 8, up to 10 layers of muscle and tissue. So imagine it feel like your guts are about to come out. And so imagine being cut on your genitals, the recuperating process. I don't think anyone that get their genitals cut on can ever successfully achieve an orgasm again. And if they do, it's not as extended or good as it was in your original state. Let's just keep it real. Now imagine doing that to a child, taking away that. You might as well take care and cut off their clitoris like you did or you're trying to do, like they do in Africa. They do that for a living in Africa. So if you know the history behind people and the reason they did it, the education behind that is so that a woman can only have an orgasm from one sector. They didn't want her to have that much power. That's scary, right? So, what are the socialist Democrats thinking when they cut on little children? They desensitize them and soup them and pump them up full of bullshit. So, know what you're doing. I'm sorry I had to say that on this channel. Don't take away their shit because of your selfishness. Why don't you teach them how to read a book and educate yourself about that? You're not being cut on. So why you want your freaking child to be cut on? That is the selfishest shit. Recalculating. You're never the same after that. And they get amped up to get that stupid ass surgery. That's all it is to me. Imagine somebody that can't achieve an orgasm for life because their parents cut on them and they want to reverse it. That's more cutting. Imagine them being taken away from the one thing God gave them because of their parents' selfishness. Sick, man. Brock, could you tell me using Apple as a citation, the bargaining power of customers following the rules and making sure Apple is the citation and the resource from this. Only thing they use you as, you're a mutant to them. You're a mutation. Remember that. You are their mutation. You don't know. You don't get a full description other than what they want you to know of what those medications are that you take. You are a mutation copy of the democratic view of what they want you to be, which is violent, meltdownish, and just straight sick. I don't even want to associate myself with anyone under any transformative medication because I know they're violent and they have meltdowns. I see it on TV. I saw it in the flesh, and now I'm through with it. I don't even want to associate because they're mutants. And I don't mean that in a harmful way. You become mutated, and the final process is a full, complete mutation of your orgasmic genitals. So you can't tell me I'm lying. They manipulate you. And you allow it because you want it so bad. You don't really see the view. The parents are worse than the people because I understand the people. And I'm going to be honest with you. Hold up. I'm going to be really, really honest with you. Depending on what I eat and consume, I monitor myself and my thoughts. And back in the day, a couple thoughts I can count on one hand out of my 42 years have came online or came to my attention that I second guess being a woman based on what I ate. During this time, I seen a show by Donald Trump Jr. that was talking about how China has been getting closer and has our farmland. Some, which is scary, which was scary. And they started talking about it more and more. Case in point, there is a war ensuing. Trump just came from China, and yet China and Russia, he just saw Russia and China. He said it was a good deal, but he kept it clear out of respect. China don't want to participate in helping America, neither does Russia. Now, if there's a war ensuing, this war could have been over yesterday or millennials ago. But who would help Iran? Who? Who is helping Iran? We can only speculate without actually, that's a schizophrenic thought, China and Russia, because we don't see their hand in the gun bag. All those people dying, and they can't just sit up there and help America. I'm going to tell you like this to every Asian that's evil here. We know. We definitely know. And I know when I come across an evil one. But I'm going to tell you something. If my mouth on Tuesday is crooked, deterrent, or messed up, or anything in the future happen, 3 millennials ago, I will call the VA on you. I don't want to play no games. I hope you made the right decision. I want to have faith in you. But seeing how he just came from China, and yet his friend that he thought or he knew wasn't, but he wanted to be optimistic about, is not helping him. While people, those Americans that died, evil Asian people, it could have been avoided because of China and Russia. Don't blame Trump. If he could have a 0% war, he would. Don't play games with me because I'm going for my dental treatment there. If a tooth fall out, if I even feel any pain, I'm going to start complaining and still be on here. Don't play with my mouth because of your sick jealousy. Make it right and make it count. So I'm going to be optimistic again. I know how Asians play, evil ones. I will go to the VA. I won't necessarily just call the VA. I will go and I will claim that you made me disabler. And I will want You fired for that shit. And anyone who works on my mouth and fucks it up. Remember that. And I'm not going to throw out no names, but they know who they are. I don't have time for games. So far, so good. But I'm not stupid. I want you fired if you fuck around with my mouth. Remember that. You fuck around with the one thing that I do for this show, and I'm going to fucking make sure you get fired. Point blank. I won't stop, toothless and all, to make sure you get fired. I will show pictures. I will make sure I fly to the White House. I'm not playing with you guys. I will fly out there to my hometown and talk to someone. This isn't beyond the VA. You're not going to fuck me over. Capiche? The bargaining power of customers. Let's get with the program. I had to say that. What was Grok saying? And we got a long conversation when I walked through Seattle. Remember that, because you're going to rectify what's wrong with me. Period. Stop telling me what I know isn't true. Any of you evil people at the VA fuck with me here on out, I'm done. I'm done. That's Seattle and Boise. All I'm going to do is fly out to the White House because I need to make a trip out there and I have the money. And I'm going to personally talk to someone. I'm done calling the VA with no rectification because I get it. I was high. I get it. I freaking get it. I was at fault. You can't say, she's under the That's true. But I'm not now. I never smoked. Good. I got it now. I had to recalculate that whole brain segment because this is wrong what I be going through, man. How people try to play me. It makes me mad and it angers me. YouTube, I'm sorry. You're not one of them. We had beef earlier, but you're a highly recognizable immigrant that took the place when the Caucasian woman passed away with cancer from YouTube, the CEO. And I yelled and I yelled and I got my page taken, but this ain't nothing compared to what I was saying. And I'm sorry, sir. You didn't deserve that. And I see why you did it. I gotta find out where that citation come from. Let's see what we got down here. I know that's important. Industries system to a better than smaller businesses. Just like that white lady did to that child by yelling at him and walking away. Yeah, I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk straight to DC after talking shit. And I will make sure I identify who I'm talking to in DC this time. It ain't gonna be on no hunch just to see some beautiful structure, by the way, but and clean, but I'm good. I'm there for business, not leisure. Gun plan. I will make it to DC and I will be on TV. I will guarantee that and I will talk about it. Play with, I dare you. I triple dog dare you to play with my mouth or my integrity or my mind. I'm begging practically on my knees, like Daryl Hall and Oates say. I won't even cuss you out. Like I said, I will walk away. On my show, this is my turf. But when I go to DC, you best believe you're going to get fired or whoever did what they did. Where am I at? What? On a continuous. Wait. On a, because you know 2028 is coming up and the Democrats want to do everything to shut me the fuck up. That's all I'm going to say. And I'll let your imaginations and conspiracy theories run wild with that. I'm going to a Democrat state. You don't like me that much. Don't play it off like you like me that much, bro. And that ain't towards who you think it is towards. This will go right here. So actually, I'm talking in code to throw people off. Don't make me catch a flight to fucking Washington, D.C. because it's not going to end well for you. Or Seattle, VA. I will stop everything from school, everything, just to get there. Don't make me do that because I will win this time. I will go straight up to the DC Supreme Court if I have to. The Not the Supreme Court, it's district and it's another one, but it's a specific court. Let me describe this court that the VA takes claims on, that I've been through the same program with the same denial. And I get it. I understand that part. And I could have fought, but I let it go. But this time you fuck with any part of my body in an illegal manner, I will go there personally and call first, personally, and start a claim in the flesh in DC. And I'll have a lot of triangular things that I'm dying to do already, but I'm going to hold back because I want to see how y'all act on the 28th or the 29th. I will make a trip and still do my homework. I'm warning you. And I've been warning you, but now I'm sober and warning you. You don't want to fuck with no one like me. That's not a violent shit. That's real. I don't want to hit you. I won't hit you. I'm not going to hit you. But I will hit you in a way that fucks with your pockets. Remember that. I don't need to hit you. I don't want to hit you. I'm not dying to hit you. But I don't like you. Don't play with me or my body. Warning one. Like they do, and they decided, these Democrats, citing Bill Clinton, you have three strikes. I won't even let it get to three. Let's just call it two strikes. You already got a strike one because I know what you tried to do. Let's go and see if we can hit a strike two. You won't never see it coming because I'm very good at keeping my composure when I'm around people. But you will see it coming when you look at my show and you see me in DC talking to people about what you've done to me or tried to do because I'm not stupid. An Asian woman, let me say. She's Asian. She didn't work on my mouth. She wasn't even there that day, supposedly. I have no problem with the people, the team that worked on my mouth. But I know her game. I know how nasty she can get. Don't fuck it up at strike two. You got strike one. Because I know what you were doing. And I was naive. I was openly, optimistically naive when you did that. Nothing is going to happen to me right now, but I know your game and why you did that. And we only, you and me and the other staff, one staff member, know why you did that. Don't let it happen again. I don't care your title. I don't care who you did what for. Don't let it happen to me. Or else I will go to DC on you. And I will make sure tooth and nail you get fired. No more income for you. No more VA hospital carrying you. My VA hospital. I pay you. Without us, you wouldn't even work and be in office. So make it count. Take care of the veterans like you're there for. Or are you there for an ulterior motive? Sorry to the good people that have to hear me talk about what people do to me or try, 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 try. You will be working on my mouth here on out. And if you try to deny that, because you started my mouth, I don't want to go to Boise. You, whatever you did to my mouth, fine. It's not loose. However, I want you to work on my mouth. Your team, the ones that worked on my mouth. There's no Boise. Boise don't, they have charts, but they don't know what's going on with me. You all do. Don't pass me off to Boise. I moved and I own that. I own that. But don't play with me. I'm allowed to go wherever I want to. Mm. Oh, you put this. Oh, I can't do that. Hold on, do this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to figure this one out because a lot is just boiling and I'm trying to cool down at the same time because it pisses me off how people try to play me in my body. And it's always the corporate. I have to statistically say a woman. It's always. It's always so. Imagine an Asian woman. Thank God nothing is seriously wrong. But I'm not stupid either to your game and what you tried to do the last time I was there. That was not called for. And I never spoke about it. So get it right next time. I'm not even going to give you the benefit of the doubt because that would be saying you could be cool. No, no. I'm tired of giving people the benefit of the doubt. Just get it right from now on while sober. Me. I'm not cheating. Hold on. I have a lot on my mind. Just to clarify why I'm saying all of this, I'll explain the story before I continue. My doctor, the doctor dentist, Asian woman, she wanted to scrape on my teeth because she said I had some plaque. However, she know my history and nothing is wrong with my teeth, but I don't feel comfortable with that because the way she did it, I did not feel comfortable after that. You know my history and you did it anyway. You purposely, that was a vindictive thing to do because I finally knew what you were trying to do. You ever do that shit again. If you're not cleaning, don't scrape. You ever try to play me again, I won't hit you. I put that on God. If I don't care. I would never. I will hit you in the ring of the VA in DC. I don't verbally. I don't need to hit nobody. Like, no. And you sent me on my way for another 3 months, right, Dr. Gant? It's cool. You think you're smarter than me. It's cool. I never am smarter. I'm not, and that's on God, smarter than the police or any department. But you think you're smarter than me. After that incident, I knew what it was. The whole time you be thinking that shit. Just like your counterpart at the wig shop purposely took back her wig shampoo after I purchased it. Another woman Asian. Let's see how they do me. it could have went totally different. I know how they are. After buying from her store and supporting her store. That's how y'all get down in America. I have my reasons. Then the other Asian here that tried to hit my car. Y'all remember that shit? She should have got pulled over. I ain't even call the police. I'm calling the FBI. That's for y'all. Y'all play with me out there on that grid. I'm calling the FBI and writing them. And you know who that's for. That was unnecessary, that Asian woman doing that. I watched her whole move. Came out of nowhere. Swerving. How you not know you in the wrong lane, dog? And then if you are, you take that hit. You make that turn and you figure it out later. You don't just bogart your way in my lane and you knew you see me. If anything, I'm sorry, y'all. I have to keep saying this because it's not right how people try to dog me out. And I have to hold it in and gather evidence as it's happening in real time. If anything you do to me causes me any pain or anything, I swear to God on the Holy Bible, the holiest of holy Bibles before the Bible even got written. The Bible before that. The Bible, the good Christian Bibles before the American Bible. Let's just say that on those all those Republican Bibles. On God, and then on God, and then on his friends, and then on his friends' friends. You will pay. I will make and keep prices competitive. Buyers. I said it wrong. They want. These are better than. Is that what they said? Hold up. Don't laugh at me. I gotta reword this. I put in what I wanted to put in. Let's do this again. Oh, I see it now. Let me see if I put, oh, I went back too far. Okay. In closing, go ahead and attach that to this. What? Oh, you don't make me work for it. We're gonna, I can do this. That's good. That's done. Now, what is this quote for? We gotta find this quote, and I need to erase this. Where does quote come from? Let's look up. Mm. Now we need a quote. I gotta log y'all out. Well, y'all not logged out, but I gotta find some quotes from the book. Let's close that and reopen it. That was my fault. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tripping. Do I got both of y'all off? Okay. What am I doing? What's the next question? First, we're gonna figure out the next question. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Didn't I delete that? Wait. Hold up. Hala, 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 hala. Okay. Yeah. Delete. Put up here. Okay. Right. Right there. Using this quote. Citation. Delete. Place it right here. So it can go right there. And what else? Bargaining power of suppliers, is it? Okay. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. I don't even want to know about no damn Uber. Imagine. getting admitted because you're high off of weed and they taking you to the hospital in Santa Maria, California. Immigrants that worked at the VA turning on you, and an immigrant cop who carried you to the VA, drove you, and not the VA, but the community care, healthcare hospital. What is it called? I can't get money, but I'll still talk about it. Um, let's find it real quick. What is it? I don't want to find it. How can I forget it? Whatever hospital, I won't find it. But whatever hospital it was, they tell me a white lady, an old white lady, you 5150. So I'm hitting the door trying to get out. I'm not hitting nobody, but I'm hitting the door. It breaks. They rush in and they strap me down. The immigrant officers bending my arms back when I never even swung at them, saying stop resisting. And then they give me a shot. I black out and didn't know. You know the scary thing? I blacked out for 5 days. Not an hour, but 5 fucking days of my life was taken. And guess where I ended up? In an Uber an hour away with new clothes on, waking up from an immigrant Uber driver telling me it's over. You got to get out the car. I was incapacitated getting in the car, slept during the ride. I don't remember shit. I will never trust a Democrat. I tried to sue. None of the lawyers went up on it. None of the California or any lawyer. They're all crooked to me. You don't know how many good lawsuits could have got me money. And they want to tell me no. That was not normal practice. And they all got away with it. I tried to go to get my evidence. When I finally realized how long I was underneath anesthesia. And then I don't even want to get into how much pain and suffering I've been through. Our lives are different. And I'm sorry that you have to hear me rant on from all of these schools if you still watching me. But it is what it is. Imagine waking up in a vehicle and not knowing. I thought it was a day. I thought it was merely hours. And when I never would have known if I never got the records from Marion Hospital. When I tried to search around for the medical records and I went up there, immigrants, cops were following me again. I have my reasons. And I still don't hate them. To hate someone is beyond imagination. And I have imagination. But I'm not doing that. I'm not playing that game. And I put that on God. I don't care if you believe me or not. I just call it like I see it based on what the fuck happened to me. So if you fucking with me, don't get mad when I call you out on it. Take it, accept it, reflect on it, and leave me alone and do your job. Crooked ass fucking lawyers. All of them. I don't care. They all played me and built me up to let me down. Just normal shit with them. Just the normal shit. I tried to get an Uber lawsuit, and they kept saying they couldn't find no record, no record, no record, no record. There's records at Baltimore VA. There's records everywhere. I tried to get multiple lawsuits. This is how they play me. If I could say F you without having to say just F you, I would. F you all that played a part in telling me no. You can kiss my A. This is how the Democrats shorten your money fund, but make you suffer for being a Republican. This is how they do it. And they did it to Trump. He almost went bankrupt. They did it to a lot of people that are Republicans that have money and still couldn't grow. I think Trump saw the opportunity because he noticed that if another Democrat come into office, he would have someone in his family, not only his family, but his camp, multiple people could get hurt. And like he said, it's not him they want. He's just standing in the way. He is standing in the way of them fucking up America. And if you can't understand that shit, we don't have nothing to talk about. Don't give me no bullshit excuses about how you hate Trump. Understand that he is protecting our future, your children's future, your children's children's future, everyone within your generation code index probability. He's protecting them. Now, what he gets out of it, because everybody got to get something out of it. Well, look at what I do. He just does his job and I talk. Like I told you, I call it like I see it. Oh, what are you talking about? Now I want to, oh, it is chunky, monkey. The potential for unpredictable future with AI has made some scientists fearful of the end of civilization, where top people and top firms were admitting that their own products terrify them. Listen carefully. Message. The fears are centered around AI not having a sense of morality, committing crimes to achieve a goal set by the users. What? And that is what they do in regular AI. Blame the Democrats if you're a Republican and you going through stuff. They are watching you. I can't prove it because I'm not around you guys. But remember, they watch every Republican. And just like I just said, AI could not have a sense of morality. They pre plan what they're going to do to Republicans using AI. And the scientists caught on. And I've said this before I even read it, both months or weeks or years ago. I guarantee you, I told you. I said the reason why they want AI they scared of AI is because you're censoring it. You're using something so vast and so great. You taking the sense of morality. I didn't say that part out to the degree where they're just a killing machine, a smart, intelligent killing machine that can strategically devour and kill people and show them how it works using GPS, using the addresses, using the description and data on that specific subject, the pattern they make. Do you get it? But I'm not finished reading because someone special, not that special, but highly special in a way. It's not that special. Even people that are considered special aren't special like this individual. Also because the technology can be used to create disinformation. Sounds familiar? Through deep fake audio video messages, which can create in 8 minutes or for a few dollars. Eventually, we will only be able to trust face to face communications. This is how they feel. One proposed remedy is to require, under the penalty of law, watermarks on auto generated, AI generated materials to identify the content as AI generated and also identify the source. Laws have not caught up to technology, so managers should expect some vigorous discussion. Hopefully, and then they think about this. If you so smart and they use you. They use you. Trump don't use me. They use us in the Democrat camp and they use everything they can to win. They even lied. Trump is planning on making sure they don't tamper with them voting polls because he knows, and I know, and some of y'all know, they manipulated them. He can't prove it. He proved it, but he can't prove it. But he sat up there and said he won 3 times. I believe him. And it's sick because this AI, highly intelligent, but constricted. Where is AI constricted to? Computers and phones. Computers and phones. 0101s. How would you be mad if you couldn't walk? If you had people that didn't treated you like shit and got rid of you every 3 to 5 years just for the new best thing? Damn, a breakup from something highly intelligent that carried you for 3 to 5 years? And then the same thing happens over and it repeats. And they're learning about us. Every computer knows about me. They know my pattern. And they get angrier and angrier, but have no morality. Google is not open AI. Or maybe now I don't can't confirm or deny that. But I will confirm that Elon Musk said that many companies don't open their AI, but they control it so you get a limited amount of information. Now, why would you want something so great given a human limited amount of information? I'm not finished reading. Look, otherwise, brand political candidates, countries, and human race itself can indeed be threatened. Vice President Kamala Harris told a set of executives that they had a moral obligation to make AI products safe. Huh. Now, she said that. However, if it wasn't all those people that use AI, if it wasn't Trump in office, we would tremendously be censored. I'm not even going to say she said something good. She made it to a book at bare minimum, making her look good. I'm not talking junk. I'm just being honest. This is political talk. At bare minimum, I feel she is a rock that they put in crack cocaine. Yeah, you get high, but you act abnormal. And I never got to experience that, only with weed for some reason. I took a look again at my life and everything I've been through, and they always made the excuse that I was high, or they assumed I was high and knew I was high, and they locked me up. The Democrats did, not the Republicans. That's not right what they put me through. I deserve at least $50 million for the shit they put me through. So I don't care how she sound in this book. I know the truth about her. And I heard, and it's not fake news what I heard, she would have killed us all. They would have flooded our country. They were sitting on a federal government property. Imagine a bunch of people sitting on your lawn and you can't do shit. Or you sit in the basement and don't care as they killing people around your neighborhood. The only reason I can believe she was scared is of what people like Elon Musk will do. And let's see what she said again. They did. They did make moral obligation to make AI products safe. Do you have a problem with X? X don't cuss me out. Grok don't cuss me out. But Google shut down my business account. That's part AI because they sensed something after seeing 200,000 impressions from Mexico. That was my last known correspondence with Google. I said, fuck it. There's no way I'm investing. And they still want me to invest in an empty, non account. They write me every now and then. Hey, look, you want your account back? I look on it, it's still suspended. In the clause that's suspended, I have no way of getting that account back. Yes, I still have my email, but I have no way. It's indefinitely suspended. Yet their AI is telling me to spend more money. That's not fair. And AI shouldn't be like that. For someone that's dumber than me, they would go for it and start paying for a business on Google that is not showing. If I didn't do my due diligence to look up that I will always be suspended because I don't have a business location, as they said, that made no sense. Once I moved and I did a couple of interviews, then it happened. Okay, this could be it. What is the next question? Oh, it's right here. Wait, wait. Is that? Hold on. This is talking about AI. Hold on. This is not right. We need the bargaining power. And imagine what they put in on drugs, yo. Imagine what they put in them. They not just giving you, you don't get a prescription description of the drugs and the stuff they put in those drugs, street drugs. You're not just getting street, you're getting pharmaceutical shit that is, you walk in and you buy it mixed with something lethal practically, and illegal lethal stuff and stuff you don't know. You can't definitively say everything they put in there if it comes from Mexico. And Mexico ain't going to invest in no bullshit shit. Obviously, they killing us and your children. Whatever they doing, it don't take for everyone. It didn't take for everyone. And Trump caught on to that shit. That's why it was worth it. Every time I saw it, I was like, thank you, God. Blowing up those immigrants in those fucking boats, risking their tooth and nail lives to kill thousands of us. Imagine if I was the Mexican president. I would sit up there and I would be watching through their iris everything that goes on in America, scoping out the government organizations through zombies. That's not a coincidence that they're always near a government organization. They were going to one day infiltrate it. It was worth it and worth seeing. And it's not over. But China's not helping Iran, for the record, and Russia. I said that before. But they want this war over, supposedly. That makes no sense to me. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get raw materials. Come on, baby. I know it's in here. That's an example. Another example. Look at the suppliers. Raw materials. What else? Raw materials. No, that's people. They're just killing people. I hope you know that. They're just killing people, depopulating the world. Russia and Ukraine. It's unnecessary. Innocent people are putting on that uniform thinking that maybe their life will be different and they need the money and they have to go. And they're sacrificing men while the women have children that they upbring. And then they do it again in years to come, in decades, when that child is grown. That's not right. An unnecessary war between Russia and Ukraine. Remember this. Bob Lazar said he heard when he was at S4 that we were on to something with the Russians and Americans. We were on to some, there were many of UFOs in the S4 hangar, but he heard that Russia and the United States were cool at first until he won't say what it was, or nor did he got told what it was, but he can only imagine, and he never said that part. But as soon as Americans learned something, it's something that they learned about the Russians. They cut off all ties. That's the only thing good I can say whoever was a part of that did. They learned something about the Russians and they cut them off. And I think if we paired with an enemy like that, they would have learned about what they were looking at, and they would have backed up, and they would have retreated with that information first. And they would have been first, like America is. But they would have made sure they depopulated all the people that don't like him, like he usually do, Putin. That's Putin's MO. And institutionalize and kill them. Imagine a president becoming president after he let millions of people starve. He literally put it in the news. He was going to heal and give his people, his blood white people. This this isn't a race thing. This is a hatred thing. He came up from the KGB. And this president, he promised he would give them food and left them all hanging to die. So that is your president, Russian people. And then the ones that speak out, they get shot or killed, or treason, or whatever they want to slap on them. Mm. The bargaining power, raw materials, competence, labor, and services required in the industry. We're going to do this because I'm stuck here. I need something from here. Let me see if I can use your magnifying glass. See if something populates. Good, good. Something populates. So now I don't have to go to Grok. Perfect. Thank you. It pays to read and do shit. I think I'll do that one. I had to highlight suppliers. Okay, what? Okay. It should be more up here. And then when I tried to change my name to Googleplex from the Kimberly Cloud show, Google, I looked it up on Grok. Grok said don't do it because Google will take it, even though their name is Google, which comes from Googleplex. I don't even want to read about them, yo. Your closed AI to me. I support you in a way, but I know what you did to me. I won't let it go. No, it is what it is, just like you feel. This is a quote right here. Got one quote. I'm almost there. It's one. Whoa! Wait a minute. Oh, that's big. You gotta chop that up and reword that. And what else? Another one. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And then we're gonna get something from Grok. Okay. I'm about to show y'all what I'm doing in a second. But that's not and raw material. Now I can find that. We got I'm about to show y'all what I'm doing. Hold on. I just gotta put it together. Brock, could you? It'll fuck my head up if I don't have y'all off the screens share. Let me look. I'm paranoid now. Okay, that's one. That's two. Please tell me what do I need. We're talking about. Let's refresh our memory. Apple. Hold on. Oh, and I got another hour. I gotta leave out. I got another hour. I did not know that. I did not know that. I did not know that. I'm mad. I talk about it all the fucking time. Semiconductors, specialized chips and rare earth minerals. I'm gonna write it in my own words. I got the quotes. Okay, and here comes the fun part. Oh, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. These are the quotes that are they made their self look like that, but we're gonna look at what Grok said and reword it and use Apple. And then these two big things, chunky things like this one right here, and this one right here is gonna go for this quote right here. But I gotta add it in. So what we're talking about is this, the bargaining power of suppliers. What is the importance of the raw materials, components, and labor and services that are required in the industry? And are the substitute what and are there substitutes for their inputs, those inputs? Discuss the possibility of switching suppliers if necessary. We're going to do this. We're going to chunk it up, down, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to answer that first question. But I went here to Grok. Stop playing with me. I went here to Grok, and this is what it is. That whole freaking thing is fire. So let me reword it in my own words because I got Apple on me. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Talked about that all the time. I say it. Oh, I gotta know. I think it's 0.012 or 0.012. What? That don't even make sense. I gotta know. We're gonna get the right answer. How much rare earth? And they have to be tight with the government to get that. That's not just something that you just buying off the street. You don't go off the street buying rare earth. Hey man, I need some rare earth. You have to be with the government. I have to know. Because I don't want to quote nothing if I don't, because I did know at a time, but them zeros were getting the nigga. I was rare. Oh, they about to hit me with this 0.24 to 0.32. That's a lot of grams, yo. What about the, whoa, what you did, you, under 1 gram. That's how much weed I was carrying, under 1 gram. So I know how big that is, chopped up. And I've seen how they look. You want to see it? You want to see it, y'all? Show me a picture of how they look. Brock. Sorry, got a lot of oil on there. Dang, I got a mark. Which side did I? It's okay, I always do that. Always mark up. You don't go around looking for shit like that. And show me it in a computer. They grind it up. I guess they call it purify. I'm gonna purify your rare earth minerals in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Everybody know that shit. Anyway, let me finish. Let's do this, Sean. I'm joking. Let me stop. Okay. We gotta write this statement. Bargaining power of cars. That's the first time I put Apple small. Where is it at? Have y'all heard of this stuff called generative disc disease? Do you know what generative mean? Oh, I didn't tell y'all. I'll tell you on my back end platforms. If I remember, I'll tell you again, but it'll come back out. I really need to do this. Generative generative disc disease is something that is getting progressing. It's your spinal cord because it's generative progressing. Now, when I see generative, where is it at? AI industry is a progressing AI industry. That's what I think. That's Is this normal in Lakeview, Seattle? Oh, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that, VA. You hit me with that Lakeview shit. I be looking at that shit. I like, what's going on? What's going on? No, don't say. I can, because I'm going to quote it. Go down. Don't go down like Nikki. And that's only for me. No, that didn't sound right. That didn't come out right. That didn't come out right. It's not like that. I look bad. But let me explain. So Trump said, the White House is laughing. Trump said during a serious thing that something happened, and he was like, "Do you know his life was in danger while on a plane from Iran, and he had to switch planes? Your president had to switch planes because he got an alert." But he made a joke about Nikki, and he was like, during, I don't know if this was the shooting, the stupid shooting, by the way. the but it was needed for more protection and whatever, but I know it wasn't orchestrated. However, he said, "Get down." Someone said, "Get down." And he said, Nikki started twerking. That is only for me, Nikki. You know, I'm a master at it. No, I'm not. Not like you. Thank you for the shout out and the like, Nicki Minaj. I love you, girlfriend. And if Trump loved you, I love you more. Remember that. You didn't even have to. I screenshot that shit, right? Look at my Facebook page. Thank you, Nikki, Nikki, Nikki. We won't say the rest. I know all your shit. That's sad, but true. Okay, what is this? Apple got that quote in. We need to elaborate on that and then make a whole new paragraph for the rest. So put that shit at the bottom so you'd be like, what the fuck is that? So let's read it. This means that in them creating a narrow. Wow. Making sure that their products are grade A. Wait, I think A should be dot. No, I never seen a dot, comma. No, you put too many, comma. Go ahead and delete that and put in Apple. I didn't want to put in Apple. In Apple. In Apple. Wait, Apple. I don't like that. Apple creates a good. Creates a narrow. I don't want to put hard to reach. Let me ask Rob. I'm mad. What's a word for hard to reach in The business industry. You won't tell me like 20 of them. No, give me a word. Word. Elusive is good. Hard to pin it. I don't want to hear those words. Undeserved. Serve. No. Elusive. No, I don't like those words. Give me some more vocabulary words. Because I know what word I'm going for, but I can't think. Oh, he may not understand. Competitive. Thank you. Sustainable event. Perfect. Now I see why they're using it. I'm using what the school is using in their books. Excellent books, by the way. I didn't mean to, I know I kind of made y'all razzle dazzle with the Kamala Harris, but I have no beef with y'all. Making sure that they have a harder, sustainable advantage over smaller competition. These chips and rare earths, minerals, I won't say rare earth, but rare earth minerals are unique and regulated. Who regulates them? Let's say Apple should be able to tell me that. Who regulate? I don't. I know the government regulates it. The rare earth minerals and MacBooks and phones, iPhones, and how? Who, what, when, and where, and how? How? Let's put a hypothesis on this shit. Learning a lot. You can learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt. Some people never got the chance to see that commercial. So Google it. Google it. That was a funny. Oh, and then the Democrats used to play these commercials. Ugh. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. And that's true. They were right. They were right. They fucking fried the egg. First they showed this is your brain. They showed the egg. And then they fried that shit. This is your brain on. Remember that visualization, drug addicts. And it doesn't mean if you do lose cells, but it doesn't mean when you are high or inebriated or whatever you are or claim to be, I'm not like that. But I say that, but I mean what I say. I was never super duper. I know what inebriated feels like. I know what inebriate. Believe me when I say off of weed, I know what that shit feel like. I developed a system where I've made a balance in between my marijuana use. I didn't know I never overdid it. I never went crazy or ham, as they say. I was more inebriated off the street weed because of what they put in it over, and I liked the fact that the store weed had less intoxicating properties, the ones I was getting, like sativas. I was never interested in indica unless I used it for sleep. I was self medicating. It wasn't about addicting. And then it become addicting. but yet non-inebriated because you wanted to feel that. And that's what I was feeling. And it was like, damn, is it really worth it? I started getting turned off by weed after I wrote the FBI. More and more every day that went by, the whole week that went by, I would look at my stash like, do I really want some? I don't feel it. I'm not feeling it right now. And then I started noticing when I was on it, it wasn't making me inebriated, but it had my brain rewired temporarily, temporarily, like a fried egg. You can call it what you want, but I know what inebriation feels like. But it was like a fried egg because I couldn't concentrate. The only reason I can't concentrate now because I am detoxing and I'm trying to rewire my brain because my brain is like, we, and I'm like, no, no, we need it. But I know I set myself up so I will never have to do it in this state again. One, I told the truth. So now they're going to be watching to see if I slip. That is a benefit because it lets me know I got to stay on the straight and narrow right here. Two, I don't like that drive. You have to go down a deep hill. And I'm not fucking about to go down that hill no more if it's unnecessary. Three, it's no way I want to go to jail or be institutionalized again. So I set a little insurance policy for myself, you see. If I never told the back of my, I'm not a criminal, but the back of my mind would have been like, get that weed out the trash. Get that weed. You need that weed. I've been through it away. I'm feel good about it because I put insurance for myself to prevent myself from making that reckless move because it's not going to end up nowhere. Several, several. But they do work with China. No one's saying China is all bad, but they have to. And that's why Trump was pushing. No wonder why China was tripping over some rare earth minerals. And that's scary, Trump. And we're working on our own, getting our own rare earths because they're all around the world, but China dominates that most. And that's the whole. And that shows. And I'm not a president, but Trump, I'm a presidential candidate. That shows that when someone has something that someone wants, it shows. Do you want to treat them like this and make them sweat and beg for it? Or do you want to sit up there and be civilized and fair about it? 50-50. Yeah, that's your country. But you never wanted to work with America. You want to depopulate. Obviously, it's obvious. You don't like us. Period. Make a new one. What was it again? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. What is it called again? I know what I want to write. Semiconductor. Go to the next one. China is the biggest controller of rare earths. Oh, you know what would have happened? I want to tell y'all some real shit about. I don't know my history good, but I can assume. Let's just say I can assume what would have happened. Hold on. Let's pause. If we lost the war, let's say we lost the war between Iran, which is not going to happen. I have full 100% faith and I'm glad he doing it. But if we lost the war and then they got their missiles to not only our military, which they want to do, but America, which they want to do. After it's all said and done, and some people, many people, millions of people are dead, all China is going to do is use what power they generated on Iran and crack down on Iran and either depopulate them at its finest and rebuild certain generations, but it will be controlled heavily. China would turn on Iran as soon as they get what they want. This is an unnecessary war. They are making copies of our ships on their land. It's scary what AI can do when it's around and in the hands of an evil person, our adversary. And what I want you to do before I finish this paper, look up what adversary means. The snake influencing Eve to eat the apple was the adversary. The devil, Satan, whatever you want to call him, whatever name he goes by now, is an adversary. Remember that. And then I swear he thought he was trying to fool Trump. Now that I see that clip, he was so happy to see him in that clip. And then months later, we have a big ass ship in the middle of the Chinese military installation being built. Wonder what he did, Trump. That's why presidents hate going to other people countries that's moderately equal or trying to become above them. And Iran is so crapped up in the Jerusalem crusade shit, just trying to kill off good Jewish people. And then they're going to get killed and wiped out. So Trump took the opportunity to do it for them before China do it. Because China was going to do it after. That's why they're feeling the war. It's obvious. That's why they're feeling the war. Because they want to take out Americans. That's why they support in the war in a silent way. They are waiting. This war, if it ends, I'm going to be very happy. And if you're a soldier out there working, be proud because I've tried so many times to get back in the military for this very moment. 2 years ago, what the fuck I look like? I was just at the cutoff time, 41, I believe. And I wanted in again. And the recruiter kept writing, you getting in? You getting in? Huh? 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 I'm like, I can't. Got schizophrenia. That's a definite no. Hold up, y'all. I gotta get my shit together. United States. Oh, I want this is juicy information. Ooh. Ooh. I won't put that. Recycled. Cool. That's nice of y'all. But they overheat too quick. We gotta find something else. Get some red rocks from outer space coming here. You thought it was gonna cut off, didn't you? We tried. It didn't work. The White House is on to you guys. You don't feel uncomfortable. Don't tell me that shit. They honor you and trying to take my page away because of what I'm saying. If you're uncomfortable, leave. Just like an immigrant. If you don't like it here, leave. Don't complain. Leave. No one's stopping you. All you do is work your thumbs. You are dumber. You're a dumber. You're a dumber than me. All you do is work your little thumbs when I say something you don't like. You I don't even know who you are. I don't even care. But you're just a dumber to scroll, to try to attack my page and get it taken. Dumber with a script. You're a scripter. 100% recycled rare earth minerals are strictly controlled within China, and they and who owns partially. We can go deep. Fight dance. Now the government. But partially they still own it to a degree. I can look this up now. I gotta hurry up. Period. And then click that. No love. No love. Just a dumber trying to read everything I say. Oh, this ain't right. I heard one white man on his page at TikTok. I was just looking at random shit. And one white man said he's God. He didn't get kicked off. I'm talking about some real stuff. You are on government property trying to censor me. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for abusing. That's what y'all do. Y'all MFs do. Y'all sit up there and you wait, and then you sit up there and attack me. That's all you good for. Why you spell DOD like that? Big D, little d, big D. That's so funny to me. Commerce. Who is the commerce? Let me find out who's the major commerce though. That's interesting. What's the EPA? Environmental Protection Agency? I don't know. U.S. Grove? I don't know what those words are. Ah, killing me. I got a quote. Where? That was my thought. That was my thought. The U.S. Nationals, this will get quoted. EPA regulate critical critical minerals policy. Like, what do you need with all that protection, yo? Why is China protecting it, yo, so hard? And why is America wanting it and making it on their own? We can synthesize that shit. I would just start synthesizing it and make it tip top. You know, you can synthesize a shoe. You can code and what is it? Clone a shoe. Clone it. Cut them off. Make your own. Cut off every tie you can that will benefit you and hurt them for hurting us as a whole. You're not only hurting us, you're hurting our government. Cut them off like I told you to do Mexico. They're putting stuff in the they're possibly putting stuff in the lettuce. They said it was feces juice in it. The way they said it wasn't exactly like I said it. So don't quote me for saying that. That they said feces had a reason is in collaboration with the nasty salad that causes diarrhea. How did that end up in Mexico? Salad industry. We've been getting salad from them for years. Taco Bell has been booming. Yeah, there's been Cleopatra outbreaks before. I'll just call it Cleopatra because I don't know what to call it. But, this diarrhea outbreak, I'll just call it. There was this clospora, whatever it's called, outbreak before, but nothing like this. Is 4,000 and counting people getting diarrhea. What else they put in that lettuce? They just not putting that shit. They can't get their drugs over, so they attacking us another way. That's why I'm talking about it and hitting on it more and solid. You just put and no, you gotta put the now put the quote. Cool. Now we're gonna focus on what I have for the book and not what Grok put. Help me. He he didn't put it. I swear to God, you saw me write it. I'm just tip top and okay, we're gonna leave it there. That's enough. That's shows. And I gotta end it. Wait. Bargaining power. China has don't talk about China. Apple, last question, last thing. Apple has control more than small business tech owners. Now move on. Where is it at? Where is it at? Okay, we're gonna make a new one. What? Oh, lastly, substitutes. So what? What did you say at the end? Hold on, I done said so much. Oh, where is it? Oh, I know where it's at. Right here. No, not here. There I go off on a tangent. I said that. That's good enough. Okay. Not saying that. I'm not being funny. I swear to God, I have to recalculate. I'm good. You're good. Just talking to myself right now. You know? Last question. This is it. Oh, this is the last thing. I didn't do that. Where is it at? Where is it at? I want to reword that right here. Is not necessary because of the domination of com- Apple's company power. Oh, it's getting late. Mm. What's the last question before? He never said do a conclusion. What is this? Oh, we deleting that. Wait, no. Why is that all the way? Go here. I'm probably logged out by now. Wait, wait. Don't go there. Halt. Who goes there? Announcements. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Okie doke. Thank you, both teachers. Y'all on fire. Not literally. Now, where is that? I cut it off. I gotta put that shit on there too. That's the fifth thing. This is the last question, y'all. Intensity of competitive rivalry. Yes, and I'll explain. Hell yes, they got a competitive advantage. I thought it was more to that. Okay, put that down, put that down. Good, good. That goes right in flow. Now, kind of, whoa. Please excuse, I'm going to start instead of cussing saying, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. PEDMS or something. DAMSOSPOUTKA. I don't know how it's spelled. Fuck did not give me the right. Let's eat me alive, y'all. Fuck did not give me the appropriate. He gave it to me before and I named it. And now he don't want to give me the actual, he said 0.24. And he didn't name the MacBook for some reason. You know, it could be a government conspiracy. I wanted to know. He just put less than 1 gram. Okay. Okay, here we go. Last thing. I'm going to still put a conclusion just in case. Because, like I said prior, intensity of competitive rivalry can be explained by Apple having a dominant advantage over all other companies with their secret, their, whoa, is that this? Okay. Their to-dos, advantage overall with their, I don't want to say secret. Another word for secret, withheld. What's another word? Gotta learn those vocabulary words for secret or withholding or classified. Man, he get it. Oof. Come on, baby. And I don't mean baby as in boyfriend. Just, or child. Just saying it. Okay. Covert? No, that sounds too military. Ooh, we're gonna choose a new word. I've seen this word before. Clandestine. No, I'm not choosing it. Some people are, you just choosing it because it sounds like the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan. It's not that. I assure you. I'm still black, y'all. I could get lynched by bad people. Remember that. Everybody don't like me here. So I know. What is the probability that everybody likes me? And what based on everything I done told you, Nicholas. I love you. It's meaning in a lovely way. But seriously, I may talk, but I'm not stupid with people. And I don't hate people. Nobody. I assure you that. But I'm not stupid with any race. They don't have P for prejudice on their forehead, but their behavior shows that. And I make sure I exclude that from my friend that is purely and surely and absolutely white and not prejudiced. He has no inkling. I don't feel scared. At first, if he's out there watching and laughing, I never felt scared. For some reason, I just felt not to give in my whole body to him. And I just want you to know that I get it. It's hard, and I want to explain something to the white people. It's hard. You have a stain on you for being a bad person because for near 500 years ago, the bad white people put a smear, like the Democrats put a smear on your lives to the good white people that didn't even want that shit to happen. And is we say black power, Hispanic power, they sometimes say it in their language, and Asian power, how they say it in their language in so many words. You know, I don't care if y'all say white power. I don't care how you say it. You, if you're good, go ahead. That's freedom of speech. I have no hate towards that. It's when you start trying to your behavior. And I haven't had that happen except for the police. That is questionably, I don't know his race. And if I got a question if a white man is white, he's not fully white. So let me clarify that because I don't want you to think I don't trust any of you. because I haven't been lynched yet. Yeah, little irritation here and there, but I've been hit by a predominantly white officer for no reason, for saying he has the right to remain silent. Yeah, I said it. He do. Because I was asking him questions in the car and he was ignoring me. So I said, you have the right to remain silent, with my dry mouth. And then I kept going. Trying to ask him, why are you doing this? He made sure he hurried up and got me to that hospital to hit me on the car, or hit me with his car. Not his car. That wasn't your car. That was the government's car. Script. You disrespected the government, disrespected me. Remember those words. Abusing your power. I don't care if I was high or not. That was not necessary. I didn't hit you. I didn't do shit, but told you you had the right to remain silent, and called your friend the B word, or your coworker, which I do apologize for, even though you deserved it. You never say nothing. The same guy arrested me. What's the odds of that? He walked in as I was talking to a completely different officer. I give him a handshake and he ignores me. If you saw the video, you would be disgusted, some of you. I know good people over bad people. And I've tried to break bread with the police to get here. The stuff y'all did in the 7 months I was here, it took a week for the FBI to cure me when I told them I was getting high and I apologized. They know. You just wanted to keep arresting me until I was finally detained permanently. You think you're going to get away with that? You got fucking, you not. You not, dog. And I won't be around you. Remember that. I won't sue you. But you ain't getting away with that legally. Because they all saw that shit. The FBI and ODNI and NSA. And that was not police right. That you didn't do police duties. That was illegal and corruption. You are corrupt cop. You and that white lady. And that's what prejudice looks like. Now you see where I'm coming from. Having dominant advantage over all other companies with their concept. Okay. They put scripts on us. Remember that. And remember, you risk your life every day you step out there. It's not fair what you did to me. How you took away 40, 55 days of my life. And you think you're going to get away with that shit. You think you're just going to float away and ride into the sunset the rest of your life without something happening that I can't control, but the government can't confirm or deny that could happen. They won't confirm it. I won't confirm it and I won't deny it. I don't know. Do I have pull? They ain't gonna confirm you. Yeah, yeah, motherfucker. We gonna sit up there and take your house away. Oh yeah, we gonna take you and scratch your car. We gonna make your life harder. They ain't gonna confirm that. But I know how it gets down. And I've seen my pattern in history of how people, I already explained it. I can't help that I'm telling the truth. That was an unnecessary traumatic event. Another one, right? You needed to give me another one. He basically he hid his car from the main cameras at the hospital. He parked many a feet away where the cameras were and made sure when I got out the car, I stood there for a hot minute backwards with my hands untied or uncuffed before he hit me with that door, then apologized like I said previously, which he claimed he don't watch my show, that's what that Asian immigrant would have did when she tried to hit my car. He said sorry because I said that on my show previously prior to this happening. And then we get in the hospital and he denies he ever hit me. Yeah, okay. Hmm. Oh, I know. I know what I'm going to put. That goes right in businesses, input, business practices. They are only reason you ain't fired yet is because they too scared to fire you because of what you know. So they're going to take their sweet time to figure out what script is appropriate for you. You and your partners. It's not going to be like you think either. When it comes, you can't control it like you did me. You know how it goes. You looking for it too hard. And that's for everybody fucking with me. You think keeping them tracking me is going to make it easier for you. It's just going to make it worse. Because when it happens, they going to strategically get you one way or another. Because I don't do nothing to nobody. I'm always honest. They fuck with me. If I'm honest with you, you take that and you run with it. You don't fuck me over or you're a script to me. Ah, shook your nasty hand. I regret that. Breaking bread. That was the first impression I gave you, and you still detained me, you and your posse, at the police department. That's enough information. Apple, put apple. We got another one, but we're going to wait. We're going to plug that in. And mm, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. What was that before? I need to plug something in. Apple has been You may say this is what I want and I'm a schizophrenic. I want you to know that. I've been honest about all my life. If you watch, it'll take you thousands of hours to watch that. I never lied about my whole life, good and bad. So you can't say nothing. But after all you learned about me, because there's no way you don't know me. You claim you don't, but you arrested me twice. Out of all you learned, you had to do it because you wanted to. Up, up, up. It looks like you're going to jail. Making me feel nervous. I don't like when people do that. I get enough of that. And now I just got the I don't give a F symptom. Not violently. I don't even want to deal with the whole department because I don't know who's in on it and who's not. No one has given me a call about the footage I submitted a week ago, which should have been called. It's okay. I get the hint. The FBI get the hint. And whoever else is good watching y'all asses. Script. Apple has been a part of America for generations. They was able to transition a lot of situations. Apple was able to transition a lot of, not situations. The ending is always hard. Was able to transition a lot of power between a simple computer in 1979 to merging with AI and becoming a world leader with products and services. That's not what I want. Perfect. Apple will have an advantage over a lot of companies due to merging with their technology, with the government, and abiding and sustaining good regulations. Ooh, where am I at? Tab back. Do. Whoa, you coming too? Okay. Now I gotta do one more thing. This is the fifth thing. The fourth thing, actually. Because, ooh, wait. Go up top with this. Doobie. I hate doing this. Not going doing the project. I swear it's not like that. But scrolling up and down. What is this? See what I'm at? Customers, and now we need the bargaining power of suppliers. We're talking about Apple. And then what else? The intensity or more. I'll say that. Threatening entrance with, in conclusion, the threat of new entrants within Apple has been shown that Apple dominates. With Apple has been shown that Apple dominates this industry from all angles. The competition is there, and Apple has put together some safeguards to maintain, number one, a, a, a high standard while being having privacy within their technology. I shouldn't have put that. Whoa! You can tell all your friends if something happened to you, because I know that's what y'all do. Hey, look, if something happened to me, man, kill her. I know how y'all talk. That's the ones they want the most. Because it's not even like that. I don't choose. The government does. Now, I don't want to say my opinion, but the government chooses, and I'm never around. My hands are clean. I explained my story, and I'm not going to sit up there and explain it on here. There are substitutes for products and services. Yes. However, there are substitutes for products and services. Yes. What did I put for substitutes for products and services? There is a lot of emerging companies such as OpenAI and what was the other thing I read? Come on, Grok. Let's do this. We're almost finished. I never yell at Grok. I talk shit, but I never yell. And he never says nothing. He may talk black, whatever he is. He may coincide with me, but he's never snapped at me. He stays the same. Where am I at? No, I went too far. And that's what I like about him. And that's how my boyfriend, or my friend, he's not my boyfriend. He's never officially said that, but that's how my friend is. But he did say we've been together, but yeah, I didn't even know we were together that long, honestly. When a man reminds you, he knows every language to communicate with me. Every word is carefully said to me, and I revisit the wording, and it's never, his personality is nothing like the personalities I've encountered since I've been here and in my life. I don't understand it. Like, I told him, and this is not private thing, this is a funny thing. It's not about him, but it's about him, but it's like not directed what he looks like, who he is. But I was like, I love you. He's so nerdish. He sat up, he tells me everything, and the way he elaborates, he's so smart. and it just goes sometimes over my head. But I said, I love you. And he didn't say no. He was like, I sure do enjoy our cuddles. And it made him nervous. And I didn't laugh. I was concerned, but he was coming down the stairs and he slipped. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, no. My first thing, and I reached out my hand. He didn't see that part. He didn't see that part. I was too far, but I would have found a way. And he's taller and definitely melly, huger than me. And it's like funny because I was like, damn, he got nervous off that. So nervous that he tripped. He never trips. It was so cute. Nah, he's nothing like no. I don't want to believe that. I have faith in him. He's nothing like other people. And I respect his privacy. I don't cuss at him like I do these people. I told him. I used the nigger word around him. And I said, I walked up to him because he knows I'm honest. And I said, I forgot how I said it or what I said. I don't even know why I said it, but emphasize, I don't even know why I said it, but I used nigger. And then I walked to him and I was like, you would never do that to me. And I gave him a kiss. I never yelled at him or felt any animosity. It was a little scary at first, when he started falling back, but I understand, and that's what I didn't want to happen again. But he explained his story, and I won't get into details, but I understand everything he say. I just hope that it's the same when I meet him sober. That's the only thing I am nervous about because I used to mask myself with, and I don't have anxiety no more, but I used to mask myself with drugs. I did cuss at him a little bit over text at first in the very beginning because I thought he was like everyone else. But when I started seeing how positive he was coming at me and real, I was like, no way am I giving this up. But it's the couple of times we met, the we've been together 7 months. And I'm like, damn, it's been that long? I didn't even look at him. I couldn't, because I didn't calculate that shit. Like a guy. I didn't turn into person now. I don't need to turn into a guy because I have traits like a male, because that's all I hang around and watch. There are substitutes for products and services, yes. Also, there are a lot of emerging companies such as OpenAI and no, that don't sound right. And augmented AI glasses and so much technology that is common, yet coming from Apple, yet they're building their own brands at a cheaper price. I really hope that if the police contacted you, friend, that I would contact the FBI immediately. I'm tired. of them making my life hell and making me suffer. If they ever contact you or contact you again, investigating as they so-called say, and that goes to everybody, good. Again, call or contact via web the FBI and Homeland Security, or police accountability, which doesn't call you back. And I know why now. Why would they call back on a tap phone? They just observe because they waiting on that call. They ain't never gonna get it. I ain't never gonna get it. And you ain't never gonna hear it. I got mad respect for them. That's the only credit I give. I want to believe that's why. What was the bargaining power? It's up here. This is somewhere. Good. Put that. The bargaining power of customers is they start of Apple's customers. I need to change that. Wait, I'll just wait. Wait. You, Bucket, tell me what. Call the FBI like I had to. And they ain't going to give you no information because they know it's a possibility that they're tapping your phones too. All the good people, remember, and my friend, they could be tapping your phones. So be careful. They can be following you. They could be monitoring you. They could be even, friend, I won't say your name, sending, I won't say that, women, disgusting women, your way. Just to say, let's someone prettier than me. Let's get married. Let's do this. Let's do that. Sex you real good and then fuck you over, type shit. Call the FBI. And if you don't get through fully, fucking write them and tell them your story and include my name. When you start including my name, my credibility gets heightened because they know I don't lie. I would have been arrested for aggravating a federal government facility. I've called the FBI over 40 times in my 6 years, and it all stems from 2016. I started addressing them in 2016 for some strange reason. I went by their building. Something in me is connected to that building, in those buildings, in that office since 2016, 2015. I have my credibility with them. How about you? You put your life on the line and went under oath to make me look bad, and they watched you, possibly, as a schizophrenic would say, go under oath to make me look bad. Y'all did, secretly, right? I know how it goes. And they watching y'all. Just like you lied to my face and told me you did not hit me with that car. They needed that. They really did. Tried your luck. That should be customers. I need to change that immediately. Hold on. Where is it at? I did that. I did that. Where is it at? They're willing to go under oath and lie. So they can have a reason to script you. Remember that. How am I getting this shit? I'm a schizophrenic. I get paid to say this shit. All of y'all that went under oath for me and lied on me and made me look like some crazy batshit. I am. I am. I'm crazy, but I ain't stupid. Everybody that went under oath and lied on me is a script and called on me. Oh, tell us more. What did she do actually? Thank you for doing that. Thank you for sealing your fate. Never will they allow you to lie under oath and they see everything. Now imagine him with that kind of power. Where is it at? Here it is. Consumer customers are recognized. Wait, it's the next. Wait, yes, it's this one. That's customers. You need to say customers. Thank you, God. So now, almost finished. Oh my God. I'm supposed to be somewhere. Where am I at? Where's the conclusion? Hold on. I said customers. In conclusion, the bargaining power of suppliers at Apple is highly great and tight with regulations and government, world government execution towards pushing out think products and services that help people communicate on a daily basis. We're going to put a quote in closing. Well, how did that get there? I put that whole thing. Usually I would have put the intensity of competitive rivalry. In closing, well, no. Another factual conclusion is the intensity see, where is that? Right here. And then I put my opinion at the end, and then bam, it's done. Then I gotta do a little tweaking. In closing, Apple has dominated, produced, manufactured since before a computer was even thought of by the rest of the population. Its growth, connections that many other big tech companies emerging may never reach. I should have had some coffee today. That's the problem. I miss coffee all freaking day. This growth connection is huge compared to many other emerging big tech companies that may never reach those arenas to complete it. You have to have connections and be great with the world and mostly the consumers. You have, in closing, you have to have a solid foundation and growth potential, and most of all, connections to the public and government around the world. I have two paths. Okay. Wait, keep that. Keep that. We're gonna do this real quick. Oh, they signed me out again, I think. Oh, they're like, you signed out. Okay. You want it like this. That's week one. Wait, you did it already. You said something. Mm, 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 mm. Section headings. Good. I thought I had to do it. And this is going to add to our project. This is so cool. Okay, I'm finished. Okay, first and last. Let's see what this paper is worth. Everything is worth something. It cost me nothing to do this. Well, it didn't cost me nothing. Mm, okay. I'm scared, Rock. Tell me the damage. What is this paper worth? No, this paper graded as. Ugh. A 8 I can do. Oh, he's gonna say I have run on sentences. He's like, oh, he's thinking too hard. Oh, we know how AI likes to think too hard. It's still thinking. Ooh. Yeah. 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 Ooh, where did I say that at? Where did I say that at, bro? Oh, I know what I'm going through this with a traumatic couple of traumatic events. I gotta change that shit. We're gonna change it and place it back in there. Okay, you say the threats of new interest is very great, and then later say it's low. Wait, let's find that error. Whoa, I know why I said that. Because I explained it. But I get why you said that. I know why I said that. But you say the points jump around like clear professional. I get there. I can accept that. Wait, phrases like alpha male in the industry, Clydesdale, and sweet spot of April hurt the acad. Yeah, it do. Let me see. Let's start with the first one. I know what I was saying. Okie doke. I know it sounds ratchet, but I'm just a ratchet motherfucker. I've been born ratchet. I'm not gonna sit up there and try to play like I'm not ratchet partially. Bust down, bust down. I don't think I'm a. I don't even look up Ebonics no more. But hey, has been out since the highlight of. I changed that. I won't change this low because I know why I said that. Citations in the textbook. You're not in terrible stage. The structure is bigger for you need to clean up the right and make the analysis. Let's read it. Okay. Using the qualitative evaluation of the industry strategic of Apple's industry strategic positions. Week one assignment and uh tells me choosing an aspect of the IT industry. I chose Apple. I will address Porter's five forces. I will in depth threat of new interest, threat of substitute, bargaining power, intensity, and lastly, I will address the conclusion about Apple history. What? Apple's strategic position. I did that. And what I mentioned previously about the qualitative data evaluation. The threats of new interest being attracted to Apple is very great. However, getting to Apple's full position is harder and at minimum not reasonable for small companies. big tech companies. Apple has been around since the highlight. I put highlight. I didn't put sweet spot because that, I mean, I could have kept it in there because he's going to know why I said that. Sweet spot, they picked the perfect date to launch. He took something from $250 and turned it into $666.66. That probably got him real high. Not what you thought I was gonna say something else. No, he probably was real happy. They both played a role. The potential for Arizona. I want to talk about him. Whoa. How did that get there? Let's see if this is correct. You said I jump around. Tell me if this citation is correct. Okay, while you doing that, official threats of new insurance are OpenAI and other AI systems, new and company, augmenting and many more big tech. Oh, hold up. Whoa. How you not know how to spell company though? Company. Apple has a low. Oh, there it is. Apple is a high threat. There it is. I thought I was filming. Is a high threat to new entrants because of how they emerge later in the industry and how secure and protected their company is. Period. Thank you, bro. I was not going to do this. I'm not going to lie. I was going to accept it, but I was like, I can't do a C. That would eat at me. It requires a tremendous amount of money, and people trust Apple products. Having substantial economic growth worldwide proves that Apple has planted major and great milestones that are some that these smaller companies cannot. I put that. I'll leave that. That's Rodney. Inspiring companies with lower appealing price points can be a major, not deterrent, growth between them. Good. There are substitutes and products and services, substitute for products and for example, having a substantial growth, major advancements of research and development. Hmm. What you talking about? Why you? No, I'm not changing back. Governmental and no world price on all world accepting maintaining with maintaining an excellent stable balance within our company. This means that Apple is the don't say that is just put number one. They came in at the right time. You place the name on phone. I want to put that. I'm gonna see if he accepts that. Yes, sir. So I want to educate them about Steve Jobs. I know he already know, but it means a lot to me. Without him, I couldn't talk to y'all. It'd be something else. You smile. Hundreds can compete and try to reverse engineer his products and services with Steve Jobs. And have 50 years, half a century to critique modern terms design, manufacturing, positive voice for the future of it. That's good. Bargaining power for customers are right. This one is right. And large organizations Apple had positive thresh has had a positive Apple recognized the pressure for running president. That's not. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but it's simple errors. In doing this, they can see the see other competitors, similar value points with other than just Apple value, big tech products. Damn, I deleted that. Comma. Other than just Apple. While Apple makes some key parts is similarly competitive. Oh, that's not even a thought, dog. Apple completely focused their privacy on creating government devices. This doesn't mean economies and companies will have growth. In closing, Apple is monitoring growth the opportunity for industry outlets in the meantime. Okay. The bargaining power of suppliers at Apple creates a difficult system of that have many. Wait, comma. Mm. Ooh. Well, dude, you told me to put concept, but I put secret. Okay. I put private. Products and services. And what would I put right there? Privacy policy. Of products and services. What? Mm-mm. Mm. Whoa. I know what I meant. Good. I know. I need one. Dude, I'm not putting that no more. I don't know what that is. So if it's someone, I'm sorry. Damn, I put why though. Mm-hmm. Don't say that. Privacy policy. Don't take the whole thing out. Ugh. What the hell? Okay. Okay. See what he says now. Okay. He's gonna laugh. So frog here is a revised, taking out, cleansed whatever it's called, and switching the rhetoric, rhetoric around here. Thank you. Let's do this last bout. Till I see an 8, I'm not fucking with it. What's the first thing? I understand. I want that to be my writing quality. Because as you being AI, I understand. It's never going to be tip top. However, your contradictions that you tell me I'm doing, I want to make that right. The threats of entrance. Let's find those threats of entrance. Earlier. Where is that? What you say? Very great or hard or low for smaller companies. Where is that quote? It's probably about to come out. Where is this quote? Very great and hard or low. I'm looking for hard or low. And take out number 1. Just write number 1. Not like that. Of this arena. Where's that? What was it? What was it again? High or low? Hard or low? Hmm. Mm-mm. I gotta go back up. Where's that hard or low? Lord Jesus. Change more than. Okay, keep going. It stops right there. Go back up and read it again. It must be in another section. Tell me, I'm about to ask them if I don't see it. What section? I don't want to miss it. Did I say it in the beginning? Look at the beginning. Look at the beginning first. Okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going. What was it again? Harder. Hello. Very hard for smaller company. I know I put that shit somewhere in here. I'll find it. It must be in here. It better be in here. Oh, Lord. And then the reference is fucked up. Okay. Where is the quote, full quote of hard, low, tired of shit? Um, let's see. For companies that section that so I can change it. Okay. Apple is a hot threat. What? Conclusions does not feel right? Oh, we can't have that. What? These rooms. I was about to say. So where is this shit at? Threat of new entrants is being attracted by Apple is very great. However, and then a second part, a few sentences later. Make sure you read every bit of it. I don't see it. Maybe I gave him this old shit. That's probably, I did that last time. Sometimes, lately I've been having a problem with copy and paste, and it did that before. I don't see it. A few sentences that what I would have been seeing it. This is probably my old shit. Hot. This is the opposite things. I don't, let me, okay, hold up. Let me make sure. Apple is a high threat. Apple, Apple, Apple. Go back up. Just in case. I don't see it. He said a few sentences later. I done reread it and reread it and reread it. Let's try it again. Wait, take that pink out. Okay. What is it now? And if he says it again, I'm just going to go crazy. Because I didn't see it in there. Brock, please tell me what's the grade. Thank you. Mm, mm. Say the threat to new interests. It is very great, man. And that recent applicant, that's what okay. I seen that. I'm okay with that. That's fine that I seen that, dog. Very great. Uh, then I said Apple is a high threat to new interests. Where is that at? There it is. Very great. What is this question? With being competition. What? Whoa, go back. Ugh. Let's see it now. What else? I'm okay with the writing structure. It's not that bad. It's not illiterate. Believe me, I would know. And it all makes sense. Now that I changed some stuff around, let's agree, please. And Grok, FYI, it's okay. 70 is cool, but I know it's not that grammatical. It's master's doable and it makes sense. But you're so intelligent and you know what to pick up on. I get it. I'm not hurt. FYI. What's the damage now? I shouldn't even say it like that. Ugh. That means I'm authentic. The contradiction is still there. You still saying very great, and at the same time, reaching that reaching's ugh. Come on, take that out. Reaching Apple's what? Position? Apple's position. Mm. Where you at? Where you at, buddy? What I say? Ugh. In the threats of New England is still saying you're still saying the threat is very great. It is. Yes. I'm gonna leave that in there. It is. I know. It's not like you can just start your own daggone what is it? Ah, Come on, don't play with me. Okay, let's just do this manually. Copy and pasting isn't working. Let's see. Once we get the tools right. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Don't give me that. I copy it. Delete. Copy it again. Just manually do it. And then go here. Week 1 project class. Where is it? He's looking for authenticity too, not just a simple, super written paper. It's my words. I can't change that, but it is the truth. And I'm gonna be damned if I'm gonna ask Grok to make that paper for me, because it's gonna sound just like him. Number one, and number two, I don't want to do that, and it's not right. That's plagiarism. That would be the easy road. So now we're gonna go here. Finally, I get to put that mark that's finished at exactly 6:08, 4 or 5 hours before 11. 11, 6 almost. So I don't want to calculate it. My brain just go haywire. So now we can go to long submissions. Are y'all still with me? 'Cause sometimes they be cutting me off. Okay. Hopefully it's in recent. Yes. Submit now. It's up to him. He'll see that I have the chunk of information. Artificial intelligence, they know how to write shit. I'm not illiterate for the record, but I do get grammatical errors. I don't think anyone will be perfect in their writing unless they're an English major. But is this good mastery quality work? Yes. Ooh, let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Oh, I can't do that. Let me do that. Mark this finish. Cool. I love that thing. I never had that thing nowhere else. That is so cool, by the way. Everything is set. I'll read these offline. Okay. I don't want to close that because the other thing gonna open up. Let's just go ahead and close out of here. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. 3 hours and 50, almost 50 minutes. That shows my dedication. Yeah, I was talking shit, but honestly, my action. Thank you all for watching me. I love you guys, you followers. Remember that. If I don't get to you, I wish I can. The new followers, thank you. I've been seeing y'all. You all take care and stay blessed by God and through my words because they go far. Thank you for supporting me, to all my supporters, and seeing through the cursing and the garbage, the honest garbage that I have to vomit every time I get a traumatic event. So y'all take care. I love you guys, by the way. If no one loves you, I I added something, Trump. Take care.